Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. In the goddamn refrigerator. Eating up all the food. All the chicken. All the pig feet. You ate my dinner. My mashed potatoes. That good old gravy I like. And them biscuits I can sop that gravy in. You ate all of that. You drink up all the milk. Don't care what kind of milk it is. You don't care. 2%, 3% buttermilk, patent milk. Polar cow on the patent milk can. I bet you eat that too. What's wrong with you? I'm hiding my grapes.
It's like never grow that way.
Yeah, but like all of this stuff that I'm saying, Jen, has to do with, you know, like I said, I went through my cocky phase. And, you know, like I'm on the line with confidence and cocky sometimes, but like a lot of this stuff has to do with humility, getting over your it's a hit to your ego to get hate comments, and it's a hit to your ego to put out something and it gets 2 likes. Like it's a hit to your, and like there's it takes a lot of humility to like really go all in on this stuff. Like it really, really does.
Yeah.
And you know, like all of that stuff of like distancing yourself, that's like it's definitely like a Hollywood thing, but like when influencers do it, like it's just based off of like I found, like for me, I definitely went through this phase with like my like I look back on it now and it's so silly because like I was this way like because I was good at improv comedy, like whoop to do, like you're so amazing,
you're that guy.
Wow.
Whoa.
And like for me personally, it was just sort of a thing where it's just like I was used to, you know, being middle of the road, not being noticed. Okay, finally people like, you know, love me and notice me for something. Like, you know, I need to relish. I need to relish this. I need to like have this presence. I need people in every single room to know that I am this, so that I don't have to feel, you know,
like less,
or like I don't have to feel like
not accomplished,
or I don't have to feel my insecurities. Like if I'm above everybody else, that means I don't have to feel like, you know the insecurities that I feel, and that's just like not true. Like it's just like a horrible cover. It's a horrible cover up, and it definitely like stunts your growth. Like you know, even if you're doing fine by being this person and being distant, you could be doing a lot better, and you could be a lot happier and less stressed and less anxious if you just let your guard down and just be like, hey, this is, you know, who I actually am. So. And like something you said just like hit me so hard, because this is actually something I've been thinking about. Like if you think about, and this might apply to like other occupations and industries as well, but especially with actors, our entire like framework for like our value system as actors is completely based upon outside validation. If I get the lead role in this, that means I'm good. If I get into this program, that means I'm good. If I get this agent, that means I'm good. If I get this award, that means I'm good. If I get this movie, if these people say, if I get this recommended, like it's 100% predicated on
preach.
Outside. It's 100%.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, you like. I think all of us have to have this conversation with ourselves and be like, okay, but why does that person get to decide? Why does that person not get to decide whether or not I get the job, because that's their discretion, but why does that person get to decide whether or not I'm good at what I do?
Yeah.
You know, and you know, sometimes, you know, people just aren't very good.
Yeah.
And that's why they're not getting anywhere. And so like, you know, that type of self-awareness is important. But like, if enough things have happened, like for me personally, I'll just use myself as an example. Whenever I get on stage, usually when I get on stage, it's my gift.
Yeah.
People are entertained.
And
people are laughing.
People
are giving me positive feedback. That's just been my gift since I was 5.
Same.
At a certain point, I have to start looking for other people to tell me that you've earned this, that means you're good, and just start like looking at the facts, like, and just like really, you know, like thanking God for like the gift that He's given us, and just being like, you know what, you don't get to, like, I'm gonna, you know, like whatever path we decide to take, we have to like still like remove that mindset of, I need this so that I can feel like I'm good at what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because nobody gets to decide that.
Yeah.
Nobody gets to decide that. Like, you know, for any sports fans who might be watching this, like LeBron James is a great example for me. Like he left his hometown team that he was playing with for like 6 years at that point to go play with a team with better players, the Miami Heat, because he was more likely to win a championship.
Yeah.
And that was a goal that he had. Everybody hated him for it. His hometown hated him for it. But now we look back on that decision much later, years later, and be like, that was exactly the right thing to do. But only he and his team knew that. And only he and his team were sure of that. All the sports writers, everybody was just like, why did you did it the wrong way, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. So like, at the end of the day, like, these people might have opinions, these people might have their way of doing things, but they don't get to decide whether or not something is right or something is good, because there's only so much they know. Only you and God know whether, like, when it comes to like our gifts, only you and God know. That's it.
Yeah.